601 Disc Golf. Just finished up a tournament here at Sedgley Woods in Philadelphia. There's 3 possible layouts here. Well, there's more than that, I guess, because there's long baskets, long tees, all that. So we played middle tee pads, so that would be the yellow tee pads for every hole, and then mainly short baskets, I believe.
Yeah.
A couple holes were changed up, couple elevated, couple long, but for the most part, yellow tees to short baskets. So
yeah,
we just figured we'd do a quick in the bag because Hyzer Media, thank you so much to them, actually covered the round for us today, and we got on coverage, so we're pretty excited about that.
somehow.
Whether we played well or not, I guess you will find out, but we do want to let you know kind of what we were throwing on the course today. So I think we're going to work from drivers to putters because this is mainly a putter course, so you'll see kind of towards the end what we were really throwing today. So I'll let Cruz kick it off here with his driver, or if he has anything else to say.
Yeah, no, you guys will see what happened on the course today a little later, but a lot of fun. I do like this course a lot, so I'll kick it off with the 5 distance drivers that I bagged here. I got first one, I got a little West Side Giant North Scotch Championship stamp. It's my forehand disc. I think it's like 13 speed. Pretty overstable. Like I said, I only like to throw this on a forehand. I like to throw on Hyzer because I can't really throw forehand that well. So yeah, it's my big forehand disc there with the Giant. The second one, I got my other overstable driver, dyed by Dark Side Disc Golf Dyes. Looks awesome looks like a little fire, but it's a DD3, Discmania DD3. Again, pretty overstable for me, but I do like to throw this on backhand and throw it in like a headwind. Pretty reliable overstability there. Then going down the list here, I have a Horizon DD1. Love my Discmania drivers here. This one's dyed by We Die You Fly. Follow them on Instagram. They do a really good job there. Pretty stable, but I definitely can flip it up and get some turn out of it. Pretty max distance driving form I really like. And then my 2 babies here, got a shout out. Halo Mamba, Innova Halo Mamba Factory Second. Been bagging one of these guys for a long time, and I mean, these things just go. You gotta love them. These things just go. So I highly recommend it. And then something that I'm never ever gonna take out of the bag here, my beat-in old Star Mamba that I can't really throw because it just is a roller disc, but I absolutely love it. So that's gonna stay in the bag forever. So it's my distance drivers there.
Nice. I actually switched up the bag right before we started the round because, as I said, this is pretty much putters and mids for 90% of the holes, especially the holes that we played today. So I currently have 1 distance driver in my bag, and that is Cloud Breaker with the double stamp. I got it out of the Discmania mystery box, the seconds box. So yeah, forehands, not too many backhands. I kept it just in case I needed to throw a big forehand, which it almost came out, but you'll see on coverage I ended up not going with it. But I'll move right into kind of my next spot. Holy crap. Fairway drivers.
Yeah, I have a lot too.
Which I bag a lot of fairway drivers because I don't really throw too many distance drivers. And none of these really came out today, but Ginger, backhand, not too many forehands, overstable, reliable. And then you're gonna see the Thought Space Omen, or the Baddie, as some of you may remember if you've been a 601 viewer for quite some time. This came out today this is only forehands. It's super overstable. Maybe if I need to fight the wind, I'd throw a backhand, but not today. Here we got the CD, again from that Discmania mystery box. Throw it every once in a while, a little more stable version than this old gross Thunderbird that I'm pretty sure I just found with no name or number on it in the woods somewhere, and it's been a reliable, slightly stable little flex shot disc for me for quite a while. My pride and joy here, this has gotten a shout out on the channel before, I'm pretty sure. KJ Nybo, 2018 T-Bird, swirly, love that disc. Beautiful dye job here on the Dark Rebel, which is basically Innova's mold of the FD. Pretty straight flying, maybe just kind of little hyzer flips, or some turnovers, and this beat up FDC line that I've had in the bag since they pretty much dropped this stock run. And of course, cannot forget rollers, giant turnovers, Hyzer flips. Need something flippy. 167 gram signal, Nina Ayala bottom stamp there as well. Let Cruz get into his fairway drivers. That's a big section for us.
Yeah. Obviously, with some slower arm speeds here, I'm rolling with a lot of fairways as well. I will start it off with my super overstable 9-speed Huck Lab Stamp Felon. This is pretty much only a forehand disc for me as well. Like Gabe said, it kind of falls into that forehand slot, just a slower version of that giant that I was talking about earlier. But really like throwing this disc on forehand, really like how flat it is. Second one, another 9-speed here. I got the Getaway. This was actually a gift. Shout out Rob Strauss. But yeah, this one I really like. It's really beat in. He actually gave it to me already pretty beat in. And I love throwing this on a backhand. It's supposed to be pretty overstable, but I can really get flat, straight flight out of it, which I really, really like. But it still has that, old overstability in it that it won't turn over and burn into the ground, which is awesome. Last 9-speed I got in my bag is one of my favorite discs now that I've come to absolutely love. I didn't get a chance to throw it today, like Gabe said, with a lot of putters and mids. But the Castaplast Glow Falc, I cannot say enough about this disc. I absolutely love it. Turned into one of my really, really bomber discs. I'm finding out that I can really get a nice flight out of it, really get some good turn, and then, like I said, with a lot of these discs, I can get some reliable fade out of it as well. But have really come to love this one. I get a really nice flight out of it every time I throw it. Some 7-speeds here for you. First one, got a bag of 7502. Not quite a KJ Nybo T-Bird, but pretty good too. It's first run Athena, so just as good maybe some would say. But I really like this one. Definitely straight flight, stable finish. Really love it. Gotta have one of those in your bag. And then one of my favorite discs to throw, I got an old beat-in River here. Some would say a little too understable, but I love it. Just throw it flat, and it's just gonna glide right the whole time. That's all this thing does is glide, and I absolutely love it. Yeah, I can really throw it on just like straight lines, throw it on a little bit of hyzer, flip up, and just fly straight forever and never worry about it dumping left. So I love this disc. Throw it all the time if I'm out in an open field or need to hit a gap. One of my favorites. And then moving on to the last 7-speed of my lineup, I got a Clash Disc Soda. Another one that I can just kind of rely on to get a lot of turn out of. Sometimes can throw it on a roller angle. But yeah, just another one that I do really like throwing. Love my 9 and 7 speeds. And lastly, I'm going to shout out Nowski Dies on Instagram. Got to give him a shout out. Put the link down below. But yeah, I got a Crave here. Really liked on this one. Rick and Morty stamped by Nowski. Put the stencil on there. Put the die on there. He does a great job. But yeah, I like the flat top feel of this one. So if I need something that I'm going to get a little bit of turn out of, but I just am in the mood feeling for a flat disc. The MVP, I really like the way they feel in my hand, so got to keep the Crave in the bag for that. That does it for my fairways. Throw it back to Gabe.
Cool. Yeah, so we'll move into the mids, which I bag a decent amount of mid-ranges here too. We'll go stable to least stable. So starting with just absolute meat hook. Runway. This did come out once today, but this is like, I can actually pump it if I really throw it hard, get it going pretty straight, and then dump hard, or just have it hold that hyzer angle for its entire flight. And then a disc that I just love here. Don't really throw it too often, but I got to keep it in the bag. Innova Made MD2, which I love that whole MD lineup. You're gonna find out here in a little bit. So still has some stability. Actually, kind of pops up and then definitely dumps at the end. So I like it. Interesting flight. And then I was kind of looking for something pretty stable, and I picked up an MX3 while I was out in Portland, and this is one I can just pump it hard straight, and it'll go straight, a little bit of fade at the end, or it will hold an Annie angle, and then maybe just have a flat finish for me. My absolute baby, MD3 of any kind. I lost one not too long ago, but had to replace it with this 10-year, and it's flying great for me. Little hyzer, pop up the flat, or again, just holding any angle I need it to. And then an MD1. This is great for straight shots. I can almost throw it like on some touch shots, and I feel pretty good at that. or Hyzer flip ups, baby Hyzers to turns, let it hold some angle. MD1 has been awesome for me. And then again, as you can see, I bag a lot of Discmania since I got that mystery box, but Midnight Prowl, this is the OG one, the Meta Kyle Klein double stamp there. Super flippy. If I throw it flat, it's probably burning, but Hyzer flips to turns. Been a staple in the bag since I got that box, so loving that. But Cruz will show you some interesting mids here. I know he bags some different stuff than I do. We'll see here.
Yeah, not a big lineup for me. Try to keep it simple with my mid-ranges, but definitely different than what Gabe's rocking with. Just got 3 in the bag. Try to keep it simple, like I said. Go over stability. Out of my mids, I go Buzz OS. Got a little American flag stamp there. Really like that. But yeah, Buzz OS, try to keep it simple with over stability. Just got one of them. Love that Z plastic. So got that in the bag. And then one that I've really come to love recently, been throwing it a lot, been throwing it pretty well. I threw it a bunch today, you will see. Simon Lozado Hex, got to throw that in the bag. Even got it signed out of Ledgestone. Shouts out, Simon. Been throwing it better since it got signed, at least I think so. Yeah,
for sure.
Got that Simon magic on it. Got this one, Died as well. I love my guy. Shy Guy Dies. Shouts out. Check him out as well. But yeah, get a really nice flight out of this one. Flies pretty straight. And I just really like how it feels in the hand. That MVP, I love their putter mid-range lineup, so I like to keep that in the bag, throw it a lot. And then finally, keep it understable, go Buzz SS. I like Buzz SS, Buzz OS. Some people hate on me. I don't like the way the Buzz feels, so, but here I am bagging a Buzz SS and a Buzz OS. I like this one, understable, throw it on Hyzer, flip up, turn, really love it. So yeah, that's pretty, like I said, try to keep it simple, overstable, stable, and then understable for me. And that's it. I'll throw it back to Gabe, finish off putters.
Let us know what you think about bagging Buzz OS, Buzz SS, no Buzz. Quite possibly, which I think a lot of people would agree, maybe not my personal opinion, one of the best discs of all time, the Buzz. I mean, I bagged one for a really long time, got onto the MD3 though. But this is where the bags really shine, especially what you will see again on that Hyzer Media coverage. All of these got thrown today, and one that I was really liking today is the Sky God. Shouts out to Alex Cruz, actually gave this one to me. He's a great friend.
I got you, buddy.
Yeah, appreciate that. It was flying really well for me today. Even when I wasn't really hitting gaps, it just felt like there was some magic in this disc today. Some people don't like how fat these things are, but you know, with an ultimate background, this feels pretty good. Pretty flippy, these 6-time Lunas, which I don't know why they're so flippy, because I've thrown other Lunas and they're not, but these 6 times are very, very flippy. So this is going to be some Hyzer flips or just holding some turn. And then this thing is gross. It was in my mystery box. It's extra super soft Logic here from Discmania.
Threw it today.
And I did throw it today. I hit a gap with it, just kind of released out of my hand pretty low. And I think I did that twice. So, and then an older Ledgestone Zone, which at this point is just throw it hard and straight, and then it kind of fades at the end. Doesn't really fly like a Zone usually does in that ESP plastic. And then I also want to cover just my absolute, I threw this probably 100 times today. I mean, anytime I had to get out of the woods, anytime there was a short little chip off the tee box or I needed an upshot, this specific run of Toro is incredible, and I threw it all over the place today. And I'll get into my putting putters as well. Rocking out with the Challenger OS. I think I only threw this today, so you probably didn't see the pink one come out too much, but Chally OS's have been a staple for quite some time. And I just like the hand feel, nice big bead, good stability. But yeah, that's all I got for the putters, but that's what you're gonna see on coverage. I was ripping them all over the course today. And we'll check out the Mini.
Yeah.
Elevation, little floppy guy, just like me, so. You know, was also using this today. I don't ever use minis when I putt, and it low-key threw me off. I ain't gonna lie.
Really?
Looking down and seeing a mini there, I was like, what is that thing? Nah, it was fun.
All right, well, putter definitely, putt approach, definitely the biggest slot in my bag, so I'm gonna take a little longer here. But started off, I'll go from overstable to understable here. Started off with another Nowski Died and stamped. Jarn, Castaplash Jarn, really love this thing. Super overstable. I was really struggling for a while trying to find like a putt and approach disc, overstable disc that you need in your bag, in every bag. And this one I've just come to absolutely love. Throw it on a forehand, can give it some angle, it always fights out of it. And even on a backhand, I really like the way it feels, and I can always get a really nice flight out of it. Super overstable, like I said, and that's what I look for in my overstable approach disc, and that's what I got here. So yeah, got ace at Ledgestone this year with this thing, so never coming out of the bag. Probably staying in there forever until I throw it in the woods and lose it. Next one, another 4-speed got here, Paradox, Watermelon Paradox. This thing, I've bagged Paradox for a really long time, super understable. This one is a little more stable run in my opinion than other Paradoxes that I've had, so that's why I like it a little better as my arm speed has gotten a little faster. I don't have to throw this thing very hard at all. I can really kind of baby it, but it still flips and turns, so I kind of like it to just smooth something out there and still get like a full flight out of it. So love that thing a lot. You're gonna find out I do really like my MVP putters. Then going on to kind of an overstable putter here. Got an Envy in Cosmic Neutron plastic, so I really like it. I think it's one of the more overstable runs that they have. This thing on a backhand, I'll never throw any of the rest of these putters on forehand. My forehand's not there yet, but yeah, I really like this Envy going on a backhand. Like I said, super overstable for me. Can get a really nice consistent flight. And moving on to a putter that I've come to actually really like, Haymaker stamp on there. That's just a tournament I played in, but it's actually a Tour Series Luna from this year. I never really liked on beadless putters until I got this Luna in my hand. I really like the way it is. It flies pretty straight for me, straighter than that Envy does, but then has that natural Luna finish to it, overstable at the end, gets some nice fades. So I really like the way this one is. Definitely the first beadless putter that I've ever had, and it's actually probably the only one I'll ever have because I really like it, and most of the other ones I don't like. And then gotta shout out all 3 of my Adams that I bagged. Best disc ever made, best putter ever made. I know I made the bold statement of saying that the Mobius is the best throwing putter. I was wrong. It's the Atom, and it's not even close. MVP's got to give me a Tour Series Atom soon because this thing, there's nobody better. I'm throwing this thing all over the course. Got my overstable Atom here, got my straight Atom here, and then of course, got to get the absolutely, need to get this, look at that thing. You can't even hold it in your hand correctly, it's so beat in, but it flies awesome. They're all 3 are absolutely perfect. Got my understable Atom, my straight Atom, and my overstable Atom. Go out and get yourself an Atom. It's the best disc ever made. All right, that's my soapbox on the Atom. Nobody can ever tell me differently. Then on my side pocket here, I got my 2 putting putters. Do bag 2 of them. Got the OG soft Penrose. I do got to shout out Gabe here. Put me onto those things. Really do like them a lot. Yeah, good friend, good guy Gabe over here. But yeah, I really do love these things. Got that good beat on it. Some people would say it's too much. I disagree. I really like the way it feels in my hand. And yeah, just been bagging these things. Get some really consistent fade, pretty overstable, but I really like it. So yeah, probably will never change from the Penrose unless I absolutely have to. And you'll see these on coverage a lot, missing a lot of putts. So look out for that. But I got my orange one. You'll see anything outside circle, like step putt or jump putt. I do like the orange one, a little more beat in. And then I always try to keep a new one in the bag. This is pretty new. Try to make it only chains, but that doesn't tend to happen very often. So that's what this green one is for. And then gotta shout out the Mini that I was using all day today. Try to use it at every tournament. Always give him a big shout out. Nowski Dies has a couple of discs in my bag that are dyed and does a really good job. So check him out on Instagram. Yeah, and yeah, got the Ledgestone card here too. Love it. Love this thing.
I'm rocking the Commander from Resist Dynamic. Yeah, good bag. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Very stable. I can sit on the discs even sometimes when they're all stocked in there. But that's the in the bag. Again, check out coverage on Hyzer Media of the Sedgley tournament that we played in today to see some relatable disc golf content. There's a couple good shots, a couple good putts, a couple creative lines. Hopefully they got some of the jokes and goofing around on camera because there was definitely a lot of that at this C-tier tournament with, I believe everyone was under 900 in our
930.
Everyone was under 930 on our cards, so you know you're gonna see some pretty relatable content and of course some good content as well. But wanted to let you know we were throwing out here what to expect at Sedgley. So yeah, shouts out to 601. We'll talk to you all soon.
Shouts out.